Chris Mackowski of Emerging Civil War. It's a breezy day here at Fort Johnson, so I apologize if the wind is wreaking havoc with my microphone. I'm on my way out to the McDowell battlefield, but wanted to make a quick stop here at Fort Johnson, named after General Edward Allegheny Johnson, who got his name from first occupying Fort Allegheny, which is further off to my west, in 1861, where he hunkered down the winter of 61-62. His troops fall back here. It's garrisoned mostly by about 3,000 Georgians, and they're kind of located at the base of the mountain a little further to the east. But this is sort of the outpost to the frontier for the Confederacy. And Johnson's getting word that an advancing Union army under John C. Fremont, led by Robert Milroy, the War Eagle, is coming from Monterey in this direction to threaten Stanton, which is off to the east. He's going to go, Johnson's going to go and confer with Stonewall Jackson. Well, meanwhile, General Shields is moving down onto Harrisonburg. So Jackson feels like he's maybe getting the squeeze from a couple sides, and he is going to then evacuate with his troops up through Swift Run Gap out of the Shenandoah Valley. It's a great bit of subterfuge on Jackson's part. Everyone thinks that he is going to help out Joe Johnston's besieged army outside of Richmond. You know, federal reports kind of get back and suggest that. Jackson's men think that's what they're up to. But when they get across the mountain, they hop on a train. Jackson's foot cavalry takes a train and they come back westward to Stanton, where they disembark and then head into the mountains to take on the War Eagle. Well, in the meantime, Johnson's second in command and his troops are here, and they get word that Jackson is being threatened, and so they are going to withdraw from this position, giving Milroy this advanced outpost. And then Milroy is going to advance within just a few miles of Stanton. Well, in the meantime, as Jackson then disembarks, reunites with Johnson's men at a place called Westview, they start moving back in this direction, flushing Milroy's guys out and pushing them back toward McDowell, where, of course, the two armies will then clash on May 8th. So a little back and forth over these earthworks. It's a neat little road stop here on the crest of the mountain in George Washington National Forest. You can stop. There's a half-mile walking trail up here that lets you explore the remains of these. But as the sign here behind me says, there it is. Please, there it is. Where is it? I can't ever do this. There. As the sign behind me says, you can please stay on the trail and not go up through the works themselves. If you hike all the way to the top of the trail, you might be sucking wind at the end of it, but you'll be rewarded with a gorgeous view heading off toward the west. And at night, it's an especially gorgeous view as these mountains kind of fade off into shades of purple. If you ever wonder what Purple Mountain's majesty look like, you can see it from here in the evening. But in the daytime, you get a really beautiful view off in the direction of McDowell as well. I'm Chris Mackowski for Emerging Civil War. We'll see you online and on the battlefield.